This is the lecture 11. In this lecture, we'll see about solenoid. So this is the solenoid. First of all, see the diagram here. Here, there is a insulated rod on which insulated wires are wrapped. This wire is insulated. These insulated wires are wrapped through which, means from outside it is insulated, through which current is flowing. Current is flowing from this direction, going, means from front face it is going, it is looking in going, and in back face it is going down, like that. These wires are kept side by side, very closely packed in the form of helix. You are knowing helix. In the form of helix, these wires are kept on a core. This core, the radius of the core is very less than the length of the wire. Length of the rod. Means this radius is very less than length of the conductor, then length of the rod on which the wires are wrapped. This system is called solenoid. Once more, on a core, insulated wires are wrapped side by side, closely, in the form of helix. Then the arrangement is called solenoid. In this solenoid, there are several circular rings, circular turns. You are knowing in previous lecture, if there will be a circular turn and current is flowing, then in between, inside the circular turn, there is a magnetic field. This magnetic field either inside the blackboard or outside the blackboard, which depends on the direction of current. Means there will be certainly a magnetic field. Same thing is here. Here is the circular turn. Inside the circular turn, there is a magnetic field. If you want to find magnetic field due to whole turns, then you have to take vector sum of magnetic field. Means you have to add all magnetic field due to individual turns and then add all and you can get the magnetic field. But here we have to use the Ampere circuital law. That's why we are just supposing that there is a core, and here current is flowing through each turn. So at the center of the turn, there will be a magnetic field. There will be uniform magnetic field. Either it will be outward or either it will be inward. When we'll keep the turn like that, then this magnetic field direction will be this one or this one. So this is the direction of magnetic field. Uniform magnetic field. This direction may be this side also, because it depends on the front view. So this direction may be this side or may be this side. This is the direction of magnetic field. Several magnetic field lines will be parallel. Several magnetic field lines will be parallel, but at the edge it will turn. It will turn like that. It will turn like that. This is the direction of magnetic field. In outside, in inside, lines are very close. It means there is a high magnetic field at the core. But at outside, lines are far. At outside, lines are far. At outside, lines are far. So, the direction of magnetic field will be weak. So, the direction of magnetic field will be weak at outside. The lines are far. So, here magnetic field will be equivalent to 0 at outside the core. But at inside the core, magnetic field will be very large. Hence, we can draw like that. This is the core. Here magnetic field, one side there will be outward and other side there will be inward. One side it will be outward and other side it will be inward, because I told you initially that from front side it is going up and from back side it is going down. So the direction of magnetic field changes at both ends. Now we have to find magnetic field. First of all, we have to assume Amperian's law. Amperian law. Assume Amperian law. Amperian law. For assuming Amperian law, we have to assume a closed loop. We are taking 2 points inside the core and 2 points outside the core, and join all the 4 points. This is, so assume Amperian law A, B, C, D. Now we have to use Ampere's law. From Ampere's law, B dot dl integration is equal to mu naught into I. We take here integration B dot dl A to B. We write here A to B plus integration B dot dl B to C. So this will be equal to B to C plus integration B dot dl C to D. This is the C to D plus integration B dot dl D to A. Now it is closed because we have taken closed loop. We have just taken from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to A, then obviously it will be closed. Now this will be equal to mu naught into I. Now here, this is the direction of magnetic field. If you are taking dl, then A to B, theta will be equal to 0. So here theta will be equal to 0. B to C, the direction of dl will be along this direction. So angle between B and D will be equal to 90 degree. So here theta will be equal to 90 degree. This is the outside, magnetic field is equal to 0. Then D to A, here will be also 90 degree, theta equal to 90 degree. Then theta 90, understanding? This is the direction of B and this is the direction of DL. So angle between B and DL will be equal to 90 degree. Hence, this is 0, 90, cos 90 0, 0, cos 90 0 means all three will be 0, only this will exist. Hence, B dot dl integration a to b, B dot dl is equal to mu naught into I current enclosed. We have to see how much current is enclosed here. So for this we have to assume one terminology, n number of turns per unit length. Here, when turn will increase, length will increase. So we have supposed here in unit length how many turns are there? That is called n. Now length we have supposed here. So n into length will be equal to number of turns. Now we have to write here current, total current enclosed in this ampere loop. So we write here in one turn I current is there, then we have to multiply it by turn, I into turn, total turn, then this will be equal to B dl cos 0 degree is equal to mu naught I, and turn is n into length, n into L, length is L, length of the core. Now this will be equal to B L is equal to mu naught I n L, L will be cancelled, then B will be equal to mu naught n I. This is the magnetic field due to current passing through the each turn. So B equal to mu naught Ni, and this N you have to learn not number of turns. N is the number of turns per unit length. I think clear? So simply you have to know that solenoid is a combination of circular turns on a core. Inside the core magnetic field is high, but outside the core magnetic field is equivalent to 0. So we can derive this one. This derivation is required for your board examination, but only you should know the formula for solving the numerical problem. So see the problem. Problem number 1. Problem 1. A core of length 20 centimeter, of radius 2 millimeter, has two layers of 1000 turn each. Ten ampere current is flowing through each turn, which form a solenoid find magnetic field due to solenoid. There is a core. Its radius is 2 millimeter. This is the radius 2 millimeter. Length is 20 centimeter. Has 2 layers of 1000 turn, means total turn is equal to 2 layers. So 2 into 1000, that is equal to 2000 turn. Magnetic field B is equal to mu naught Ni. B is equal to mu naught equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 into N. This is the number of turns, N. Turn per unit length. Turn is 2000 and length is 20 into 10 to the power minus 2. So this will be equal to 20, 100. Then this will be equal to 10 to the power 4 into I. Current flowing is 10 ampere. So this is 10. Then B will be equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 2. This will be Tesla at the core. So this is the magnetic field inside the core. But magnetic field outside the core will be equal to 0. Now, similar to this solenoid, see the toroid. Now see toroid. A circular solenoid is called toroid. Circular solenoid means this is the solenoid, just bend this one and end point join to each other. This is the end point joining each other, on which wires are wrapped. This is the circular solenoid. You are knowing, and inside the core there is a high magnetic field, just we have seen. So here inside the core there is a high magnetic field, and outside, this is the outside, magnetic field will be 0, and here the empty space magnetic field will be equal to 0. Here will be also 0. Outside, empty space. Empty, this is the empty space, and here is the outside. Magnetic field will be 0. Now we have to find magnetic field due to this toroid. So assume amperian loop. This is the amperian loop. Whose radius is R. Here, at every point you are knowing this is the direction of magnetic field and this is the direction of dl, So theta will be equal to 0 degree because magnetic field and dl both are parallel. Assume Amperian law from Ampere's law. From Ampere's law, B dot dl closed loop is equal to mu naught into I enclosed d dl cos 0 integration closed loop mu naught into I. Again we have to suppose n equal to number of turns per unit length, but here length will be equal to 2 pi r. So I into turns, cos 0 equal to 1, this will be equal to BL mu naught I, turn is equal to n into L, L will be cancelled, again magnetic field will be equal to mu naught Ni. We have got here, due to both magnetic field inside the core will be mu naught Ni and outside the core magnetic field will be 0, but in the empty space of toroid magnetic field is 0, outside the toroid magnetic field will be equal to also 0. If there will be inside radius and outside radius are given, then means inside radius is r1 and outside radius is r2, then you have to take the mean of radius. Means mean of radius means r1 plus r2 divided by 2 is the mean radius, and this mean radius will be used here. So see the problem. Now see problem. A toroid of inner and outer radii are 10 centimeter and 20 centimeter, through which 4 ampere current is flowing. Find magnetic field at its core. Find magnetic field at its core. So we take here mean radius. Mean radius is equal to inner and outer 10 centimeter, 20 centimeter. 10 centimeter plus 20 centimeter divided by 2, that is equal to 30 centimeter divided by 2, that is equal to 15 centimeter. This is the mean radius. Magnetic field is equal to mu naught Ni, mu naught 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 N, that is the turns per unit length. Turns per unit length. N is equal to number of turns per unit length. So turns, suppose that here is the 2000 turns, then don't be confused. N is equal to, you have to find here N, turns per unit length. Turn is 2000 divided by length. Length is 2 pi r. 2 pi r into I. I is the 4 ampere. So this will be equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 into 2000 divided by 2 into 3.14. I into r, radius is 15 centimeter, 15 into 10 to the power minus 2, I into 4. This is the, solve this one, this is the Tesla magnetic field. I think clear. So toroid is clear. Now do very few problems on that in the view of CBSE exams, but there are a large variety of problems in the view of competitive examination. But I think that this type pattern of questions are asked, and more important is derivation, that is toroid and on solenoid. That's all. Thank you.